Alright, what is going on, my dudes? So a bit of an interesting, different video today. So over the course of the past week or so, I put up these polls on my community section, and a bunch of people voted. Right, we got like 10,000 votes on each, which is cool. Polls are fun. So quick and easy. You're scrolling through YouTube, you see a poll. Who would you rank three? Ah, this guy, right? Boom. Now, I initially was just looking at my mutant roster. Recent openings didn't go the way I wanted them to go. I had a mutant nexus, a bunch of other crystals and stuff. Still haven't pulled that Apocalypse, Professor X, Strife. I would love to have it ranked 3, right? So I'm looking at my 2 mutant catalysts. I picked one from Summer of Pain. I'm hoping to have like one be burnt into like Apocalypse, right? Didn't happen. So I'm looking at my 2 mutant catalysts, and I said to myself, I kind of know what people are going to pick, but I said, I have a couple interesting options here, right? I have a Weapon X, he's 660, and I have a Dupe Jubilee, she's new, but then I got that Colossus, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me throw in 2 more options too, White Mags and Gambit, right? So I have Weapon X Colossus both at rank 2, right? The other one's at rank 1, that doesn't really matter. But this pull might be the least interesting of the bunch for me, because I expected Colossus to win by even more than he did win. Weapon X is interesting. He got 26% of the votes because he is an exclusive champion. He is a very, very good champion. It's just that not most people don't have him, But he's a very powerful champion. Colossus is good. I've been trying to force myself to use Colossus more in like the Cavalier event quest and whatnot. I brought him to AQ a couple times this past week, right? And he's fun, he's fast, he's still not my favorite champion, but I do feel like eventually he is going to go to rank 3. But right now, I think I'm almost leaning Weapon X just because of the exclusive factor, but I'm not sure. Colossus, I might use more, so I might finally be ranking up Colossus, but this was definitely an interesting one. So after this, a bunch of people in the comments were like, you're going to do this for all 6 classes? And I was like, wasn't planning on it, but I guess we could. And the next one really surprised me. This one really surprised me, the results for the skill class. Now, you guys know when it comes to the skill class, I pretty much have the best skill champions ranked up. So, this is an interesting one where, like, there's no Moleman, Nick Fury, Kingpin, Shang-Chi option here, right? Which would probably, like, nuke the entire vote. I have, I think, 7 skill rank 3s at the moment. But then I have Hitmonkey Unduped, Black Widow Deadly Origin at Sig 20, Thor Ragnarok could potentially be a one with an Awakening Gem, right, for Prestige, but I have Stealthy at rank 3, Sig 160 for Prestige at the moment, so they're very, very similar in Prestige. But Thor could possibly be for the future if I really want to be maxed out, since I have the other 4 of the top 5. Black Panther really surprised me here, and then Jabari Panther as well. 4% for Black Panther, man. I expected Black Panther to be like where Black Widow was. I never expected Unduped Hitmonkey to win over half of the votes, 55% of the votes. I did not expect that. That's really, really interesting to me, man. So a very large portion of the community seems to really have a thing for Hitmonkey, which is very interesting. I'm not too surprised that Black Widow Deadly Origin came in at about 25%. She definitely has her cult following. I'm a big fan. I have her at rank 2. I have Hitmonkey at rank 2, right? Funny enough, man, the champion I'm currently leaning towards is actually Black Panther. Now, he is currently unduped, but he will be coming to the basic arena in a couple weeks. I am going to try to get him to at least Sig 1. After testing him a bit, I was a really big fan of Black Panther with the Hercules synergy. Plus, I use Hercules so often, and the Black Panther synergy for Hercules is in no way, shape, or form needed. However, you get 5 slots on a team, and if I can have unblockable special attacks, I want unblockable special attacks, right? So I always do bring Black Panther along. But funny enough, compared to like this one where at this exact moment I'm leaning with the majority of Colossus, I'm leaning with the minority here of Black Panther currently. Hitmonkey was like the lowest in my mind for who I wanted to rank 3 next. Interestingly enough, I wanted to take him to rank 3, because of like legend runs and stuff, but that's not really a thing currently at the moment. So I don't really feel like I have a need for Hitmonkey at rank 3, especially when I have, you know, like Mole Man at rank 3, Nick Fury, Kingpin. You know, I have a lot of options for guaranteed crits, good bleed damage, good shrug off, everything that Hitmonkey has, right? I feel like I have it covered. But I don't know. I mean, I have everything covered for Black Panther too. The most unique thing here is probably Black Widow's shock damage, right? But I don't know. This is an interesting one, man. For skill, skill is always an interesting one. But yeah, that was the skill class. Up next, this one surprised me too, dude. I wrote G. I wonder who's going to win this one, expecting like 80% to be Tigra. And she almost lost to Longshot, who I expected to be below Morningstar. So I never expected this, man. And this is a big sample size, 11,000 people. It's not like 100 people where, you know, it could be easily skewed. This is 11,000 people from all across the world, and 36% of the people voted for Longshot. That's crazy, man. Now, I love Longshot. I have him at rank 2. I have Tiger at rank 2 as well, right? The Hood's at rank 2, and then Mangog is rank 2, unduped. And Morningstar is rank 1, recently duped. Mangog, I was like all in on like the rank 3 Mango Eggnog train, but then Cam, who's in my battle group, actually just rank 3'd his Sig 2 billion Mangog, so I'm not going to do that. So now I just have an unduped Mangog just chilling, never going to use him for anything, not even on defense anymore, but that's fine. Big fan of the character, it was my excuse to rank him up. He was on defense for a couple wars, but yeah. So Morningstar is like cool, doesn't really fit my playstyle. I don't mind ramp up champions, that need like one fight to ramp up, like Corvus, right? But Morningstar, man, unless you really synergize her out, man, I don't love her until she gets to the 5 souls. And once she's at 5 souls, she's absolutely freaking incredible. You know, I'd maybe use her in incursions, but I don't run incursions enough to like even rank 2 her for that, you know what I mean? So I don't really have a need for Morningstar. However, like in the future, like when like it's very easy, I'd assume one day to just rank 2 a 6-star, as easy as to rank to a 5-star maybe one day. She'll definitely go up to rank 2, rank 3 when T5CC is common. Great champion, definitely will be useful in the future. Who knows, maybe now that stuff like legend runs and whatnot aren't a thing, maybe it'd be fun to use her in like act content. Who knows, man, with the synergy team. The Hood, surprisingly low for me, 9%. I know there are some Hood fans out there, but I'm not really looking to rank through the Hood. Longshot, man, 36% really surprised me, and Tigra below 50% really surprised me too. Currently though, I think I actually maybe am leaning Tigra to take to rank 3 finally. I've had her at Sig 40 for a very long time. I hardly ever use her, but maybe if she was rank 3, I would use her more, and I have to say, I am a big fan of Tigra's synergy for and with Kitty Pryde. Having 35% increased duration on the neutralize is very, very good for Tigra. Especially like for me, like I'm fine at playing Tigra. There are certain matchups where I'm really good at playing Tigra. I'd say maybe 20% of the matchups in the game, as opposed to like, for example, like Buddy Lee can use Tigra on like every matchup ever, right? If I took time to learn them, yeah, I'm not going to take time to learn them though. So what's so great about that synergy is that it gives me that extra 35% duration to mess around and not be super efficient with Tiger, which is really good and really useful and makes her a little bit more enjoyable and less stressful for me to play. So who knows, maybe Tiger will finally see that rank 3. I'm exactly 900 shards away from a T5CC. I'm at like 98% right now. Up next, another very surprising one for me. I got through Miles, Red Hulk, Mr. Fantastic, Gladiator Hulk, and I looked at my roster, and I said, who can I throw on for a 5th option? And I threw in Captain America Infinity War Unawakened, and he got 65% of the votes. Crazy to me, man. So I did write, though, Unawakened, but commit to Sig 200. So I do think that's why I wonder if I just wrote Unawakened, what that number would be like, you know? Because I'll tell you right now, man, if I awaken Captain Infinity War, I have 120 Science Stones that are just sitting. I don't need them for Prestige. My Prestige top 5 is covered, and it does not include a Science Champion. So I can throw them into Gladiator Hulk if I wanted to. I would have to probably have a stroke first, but, you know, I could do whatever I want with them. Do whatever you want with your resources. Always, it's a game, have fun, but you know, I'm always looking at prestige as a thing, you know. So the Miles buff, I was a little disappointed with the Miles buff. He's super OP against unblockable and stuff. He can cheese through almost all of Abyss. Super duper cool. I'm done with Abyss. I don't have a need for that, man. So, like, Miles is fun. I was hoping I could rank 3 him, or I could hope that I'd want to rank 3 him, but so far he's still rank 1. Maybe in the future I'll get him up, but unfortunately, I don't love the buff so much. He is definitely much better, and he's definitely has some decent damage potential with Spider-Ham on the team. But Cap Infinity War, man, getting 65% of the votes, that's super interesting to me. But if I do dupe Captain America Infinity War, I could take him right to Sig 200, and I would happily rank 3 him at Sig 200, man. Where I play in the game, he's very much so a very well-rounded champion, where he is, like, not necessarily the best at anything, but he's always good for a lot of stuff, if that makes sense. Like, he's good everywhere, not the best anywhere, right? But he's super well-rounded, super great champion, super fun to play. I like the character, right? So I can see myself ranking him up. Red Hulk got 11%, not too surprised. I thought it would be a little bit higher. There's definitely some Red Hulk fans out there. Red Hulk is awesome. I would like to rank up Red Hulk eventually. Mr. Fantastic coming in very low at 9%, man. I expected Mr. Fantastic to be higher. Mr. Fantastic is really, really good, very underrated at the moment, very useful. The only thing holding me back from Mr. Fantastic is he's not the most suicide-friendly champ out there, and I run them all the time, so I don't know how much I would actually use him. But yeah, Mr. Fantastic, great champion, and Gladiator Hulk, 3%, as expected, not the best champ, needs a buff. But yeah, so Cap, man, Cap Infinity War coming in at 65%, very interesting. I currently have almost 2 full Science Catalysts and a 2 to 3 Science Gem. And I have 5 rank 3 Science Champions, so probably going to want to rank 3 a Science Champ eventually. I'm not sure who. I wouldn't mind pulling Mr. Negative. This is probably going to come out after my next crystal opening, so maybe I did. Who knows? Would love, obviously, to pull Human Torch. Immortal Hulk would be a cool rank 3. But yeah, let's see. I think there's one more. 2 more. Next one, I already kind of have the top Cosmic Options ranked, but who would you rank 3? So I already have Corvus, Hercules, Cosmic Ghost Rider at ranked 3. You know, Hyperion is not going to be obtainable easily. Same thing for Medusa, right? But Angela coming at about 20%. King Groot around 11%. Venom, I'm not surprised that he got 50% of the vote. This is kind of what I expected, to be honest. However, I don't know if I personally agree with it. And then Captain Marvel movie Unawakened at 17%. That's higher than I thought it would be. And then over here, I put 2 champions, Airwalker or Black Bolt, and they both got 4%, man. So Black Bolt with Hitmonkey synergy is really good. Don't sleep on him. But yeah, Airwalker, you know. But yeah, so Captain Marvel movie Unawakened, I would never rank up Captain Marvel movie Unawakened. Yes, she could do some decent damage, but I'm not going to use her for damage. The Indestructible is really nice. I do like that. If she ever does get awakened, I could take her at least to rank 2. Venom, interesting one, man. 50% of the vote. So Venom is a very great champion, very well-rounded, has a decent bit of utility, for sure. Like, I use him in AQ for buffed up still, the 5-star. And then, you know, he counters the Spider champions. He has True Strike when the opponent's under 18%, so that's okay. He has that Nullify on the special 1 kind of, and the Heal on the special 1 kind of too. Has some decent bleed damage too. But yeah, so Venom's definitely really good. I don't think there's really a world where I would vote Venom over Angela personally. I think of these 5 champions, Angela probably is the one that I would rank 3. So out of these 6 champions here, right? I took Angela to rank 2 actually a couple days ago. So I went with Angela for now anyway. I don't think I'm going to be rank 3ing any of these champions because I'm saving most of my Cosmic Catalysts anyway for Hercules and stuff, rank 4 and whatnot. But King Groot also getting the least amount of votes in the 4 that matter here. That's interesting to me, man, because King Groot got a really nice buff for sure. But Venom has a super huge fan base in MCOC, so I'm not too surprised, and is a very, very great champion, and he could be really fun at rank 3 as well. But yeah, I'd like to rank 2 Venom at least one day in the future, but who knows? Not today. And up next, we have one more, Tech. Now, Tech went just about exactly how I anticipated. Ultron getting over 50% of the votes. Howard the God coming in with 14%. That made me very happy to see. Howard's a really great champion. Mysterio coming in surprisingly low to me, 6%. And Hulkbuster, 22%, about what I expected. Vulture, what I expected, 5%. Funny enough, Vulture is my favorite champion to play on this entire list. He's currently rank 2. Ultron is rank 2. Mysterio is rank 2. Howard, Hulkbuster, rank 1. I want to rank 2 both those champions. I don't know who I'm going to rank 3 here. Probably Ultron, I think. Ultron is a very powerful champion, especially with the Hulkbuster and MODOK synergies. He's very, very powerful nowadays. Very, very strong in the Cavalier Event Quest too. But I kind of want to rank 3 Vulture just because not too many people have a rank 3 Vulture. I'm not going to use this rank 3 too much. I might as well make it a champion I have a lot of fun with. So yeah, either way though, man, 5 really good champions on this list. This is probably the most well-rounded list of 5, I would say, where every single one is a decent option. Because Mysterio, even with the, the Penny synergy now, is really, really good. Hulkbuster's buff is really good. Ultron's buff is really good. Howard the God's buff really good. Vulture's buff is really good. 4 of these 5 champions were just recently buffed, and they're all really good. And Mysterio just got a synergy buff. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that was just some fun polls, that I put up on the channel. Didn't expect to do all 6, but then we went with all 6. And yeah, it was very interesting to see like what you guys are thinking when it comes to my roster, right? Because keep in mind, this was just based on my roster. So yeah, Kitty Pryde is awesome, right? But I don't have her to rank 3, so she's not on the list, But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. You'll know who I rank up because I'll make a video on it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed it, drop your boy a big ol' like. Comment what you think about the community's choices in the comment section below. And hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other future videos just like this coming to you very, very soon. Be seeing you around. Look at that face. Look at it. Look at that face. Those little paws. Oh, he's so cute.